Well, good day, people all over the world. I'm Dr. Rivers, and this is the Golden Rule Show, where everyday people are doing great things. I have an amazing guest today, a young man that's bar none one of the best in the world. Bryce DeTore, he started an organization called Don't Be Average. Nothing in this young man's life is average. Bryce, I'm honored to have you on our show today.
Hey, I'm excited to be here, Clyde. Thank you for having me.
Good. World, I want you to understand this here. In the name of Jesus, everyday people can and will do great things, and this man's story is one. Bryce, what made you start Don't Be Average? As a young man, I remember you when you were in high school on the football field, and I remember everyone liked you on the campus. But what gave you the passion for Don't Be Average?
I'd have to say it was probably, I'm 26 now. I was about 21 years old. And I was at a time in my life where graduated from high school, going to college, didn't really have any goals, I guess you could say, in life. What I started realizing is the average person that I'd come across, same boat. No goals, no drive, not really knowing what they want to do with their life. And I guess you could say the reason that I came and found out why everybody was like that, they all lack belief in themselves. You could ask a 5-year-old, what do you want to be when you get older? And they'll say astronaut, actor, actress, all this crazy stuff, right? Everybody makes fun of them. Well, what happens is, as they progress, you ask an 18-year-old or a 25-year-old, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? They all say, I don't know. They have no dreams, no goals, because society beat them out of it.
Everyone, did you hear this is a young man, he's giving you a script of how things are working in the world. Kids and people with no vision are the reason why the nations of the world are in the shape they're in now. And I thank God for a young man that wants to do something out of the box, a little different. And Bryce, you're speaking at schools now. What's happening there?
Well, honestly, my demographic that I love to speak to is high school students. One is because that's, I guess you could say, when you're the most impressionable, but that's where they need to hear it, whether it's high schools or junior highs. That's when they're facing the society of, I guess you could say, haters, you know, social media, everybody. Yeah. That's where it starts. That's where they start knocking you down. You say, I'm going to go to college, or I'm going to get a 4.0, and all your friends or all your haters will tell you can't do that. Well, if I could get to these kids, these young adults, because a lot of people see them as kids, I see them as young adults. If I could speak to them and put that belief back into them at that age, that way when they graduate high school, now you got these young adults going out into the world, not of, now what do I do with my life? You know, no one's telling me what class to take, when to show up. But now it's, I'm 18 years old, I'm an adult, what can I do to make a difference? What can I give back? What do I want to accomplish? Like, why am I here? And then go out and get it.
Bryce, what is your message? I mean, as you go speak to the nations, as you speak to kids, what is your message that moves them to action? Because there's something that I've seen with people you talk to, they move from hopelessness to hope in a 1 hour, a half hour talk. What is your message?
It's something that makes me really, I guess you could say, angry, but at the same time, I feel for them. I was asked to speak to a junior college girls basketball team. I was asked to speak to them because the coach said they had no motivation. They weren't hustling, they weren't doing anything. He said, it's not a lack of motivation, but I will speak to them. So I went and spoke to them. One of my strongest beliefs, that no one can break this belief, is that greatness is in every single person, not a select few. It's in everyone. And if you want to argue with me, you're going to lose. It's not going to work, okay? When I told these 18-year-old, 21-year-old girls in college that I know that greatness is in them, after I talked to the coach, and I said, did you see the look on their face when I told them that? He says, yeah, it was ridiculous. I said, you know why? Because no one has ever told them that.
Wow.
So, and the best compliment you could give someone is behind their back.
Yeah.
So if I could tell these kids that greatness is in them, they'll believe it. The thing is no one's ever told them that.
That's very good. That's very good. There's a generation of people out there that no one's ever told they're great. As a World Peace Ambassador, I have a simple philosophy. Every life is valuable because God put a gift in that life. So that's why as I watch all the things that are going on in the world, I'm saying, no, those people are not a waste. Those people are not poor people in Africa or Latin America. God put a gift inside of every single person. And the one thing I want to say, if that gift doesn't have the ability to come in the earth, we lose because God's given them an assignment for us. So everyone of you out there that's watching by TV in Asia, in Africa, you have to understand this. You are not a waste. Everything he's saying is this: there's a gift in you, and you aren't a waste of skin in this earth. You're in this earth. If you're breathing, there's a God-given assignment that you have to accomplish. So Bryce, tell me some more about your story. Tell me some more about your story.
Well, right now, off of what you were saying, I read this one time and I loved it. It said, God's gift to you was life. Your gift to God is using the talents he gave you. When you don't use your talents, you're actually selfish, as I like to say.
That's good, that's good.
Because you're withholding something that the world needs. Everybody's unique. I don't care if someone says, no, I wasn't given any gifts. The proof that everybody's unique is your fingerprint.
Yeah.
If I touch this, they come and they check it. It ain't matching anybody else in the world, okay? Now, the thing is you want to go through life like that. When you leave, when you check out, you want to be able to look God in the face and say, I used up everything you gave me.
Wow.
And I left my fingerprint. Because whatever you touch in life, my fingerprint's not yours. We aren't the same. The problem is a lot of people try to be the same. A lot of people go through life trying to fit in. And that's the problem.
Oh, wait. Bryce, are you telling me that people are not supposed to fit in? Maybe they're supposed to stand out?
You're supposed to stand out.
Come on, talk to me.
You're supposed to stand out. One of the things I'm very, very excited about right now is we have this epidemic going on, I'd like to say, or a war that we're fighting, and it's against bullying. Okay? It's a very serious topic. You see it, unfortunately, all the time on the news, social media. It's sad. And whether you hear it's from your nephew, your niece, your cousin, or something, it's happening. Whether you get bullied, you bully, or worst of all, you're like the average person that just sits there and doesn't do anything, okay? So one of the things I'm doing is I'm going to junior highs and high schools, and the campaign that I'm launching is called I Stay Mad. When people get bullied...
Wait, I stay mad.
I stay mad.
Wait, I need you to explain that to the audience of the world.
I stay mad, okay? MAD is an acronym. When you get bullied, what are you? You're mad, right?
Yeah.
When you see someone getting bullied, you're mad. The problem is you won't do anything. MAD stands for making a difference.
Everyone, did you hear that? MAD, the acronym, is making a difference. Bryce, tell me some more about that.
So the gear that it's towards, okay? I'm asking the average person, because when I was in high school, I didn't get bullied. Like you said, I was a football player. I never got bullied. I was like the average person who saw someone getting bullied, didn't do anything. Now, if you ask the average person why they don't do anything, most commonly it's like, it's not my problem. I don't know. They'll figure it out. Until all the side effects of bullying, anxiety, depression, worst of all, suicide. So let's look at suicide. What were we talking about? We said everybody's given a gift.
Yeah.
If you bully someone, which leads to depression, anxiety, or suicide, any of those states, you can't use your greatness. So you're taking someone's greatness away from the rest of the world. So I'm launching an all-out warfare on this. We're going to change the belief of how bullying is seen as okay.
Well, you see what he said there. He said, we're going to change the way people think Bullying's not okay. Keep on, Bryce.
Okay, so like I said, you're not here to fit in, okay? So if I'm a bully and I'm making fun of you, okay, everybody there is seeing it. Now, the definition of a bully is someone who takes advantage of the weak. The weak. They're not going after the strong.
Yes.
They're going after the weak. I see that as a coward.
Yeah.
If I'm only going after the weak, then I'm a coward. Now, usually, the person who's getting bullied can't stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a hero, okay? This is what I'm getting at. #1 grossing movie last year, superhero movie. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves watching heroes. They're like, oh, you don't need a cape.
Wait, I want you all in TV land to listen to this here. Bryce, look at that camera and tell them that.
Everybody wants to be a hero until it comes down to doing what a real hero does. You don't need a cape. You don't need a nice car. You don't need superpowers. You want to be a hero and you want to stand out, then stand up. Stand up for someone who can't stand up for themselves. And I'm not talking get in an altercation and fight the person. It's as simple as if you see someone getting made fun of, walk over to the person. Say, for instance, you're getting bullied and someone makes fun of your shoes. I walk up, I compliment Clyde's shoes. I say, actually, I like your shoes, Clyde. They're pretty cool. Everybody starts saying that. Now the bully isn't fitting in. He wants to change his, I guess you could say, point of view. And now he's not going to make fun of you. I'm not saying get in a fight or anything like that. I'm just saying I stand up to you. I just became that person's hero.
Wow.
If you want to be a hero and make a difference, then you got to stay mad.
Man, Bryce, I love that, man. What I love about speaking with you is you're from that generation,
Yes, sir.
but you haven't given up on that generation.
Oh, no, not at all.
I see all the reports, many around the world,
gosh.
are the kids are bad, there's no future. So someone like you, what gives you hope in this generation? What have you looked at in this generation that makes you believe?
That right there, exactly what you just said. Everyone is telling us and telling that generation, you're no good. You're the worst generation. It's like, I think 95% of people in jail are in jail because they said, I ended up right where my parents said I was going to end up.
Wow. Wow.
So you got a whole world, society, telling us that we're no good, we're not going to make it. What do you think is going to happen? You just created our belief. You just created our belief. But everybody loves an underdog story.
Yeah.
So I'm changing the belief.
See, this is so powerful for this reason here. The Golden Rule Show is about everyday people doing great things without the cape. And what I love about this is this. You sitting out there, you can make a difference. You can make a difference. Jesus will give you strength and courage, but you have to look at a mountain that people are afraid to actually stand on, and you have to begin to actually climb that mountain. And Bryce, what I love about what he says, he talks about there's hope in this generation. This is not a lost generation. They're the most uniquely gifted generation that's going to see out of the box. If we don't see outside the box in this world, we are doomed. We need people that think outside of the box, and that's the people of God. Because God's put a creative gift on the inside of every single person. So if I lose one, I miss their contribution to this world. So I tell people, there isn't a famine in the world. There's a gift famine. The ones that are supposed to be here are not here. So that person's contribution is not in the world today. But with people like Bryce making a difference, I recommend any youth group, any school, any institution that wants help with this issue, because watch this, they are growing up. It's a generation that's not going anywhere. And if you don't speak their language, guess what? They will turn the TV off. They will turn you off every time you open your mouth. So we better pray for more people like Bryce to come and speak to that generation. Give me some actual parting words of what you see Don't Be Average moving into around the world? What is your thoughts and your hope and your vision?
Yeah, it's going to go worldwide, without a doubt. Like you were talking about, one of my favorite Bible verses is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Now, he doesn't say he's not going to form them. They're going to be formed.
Yeah.
The thing is, they won't prosper. So the doubt that everybody has in this generation, everything, it's a weapon.
Wow. Did you hear that? The doubt that people have is a weapon. That's good. That's good.
But it's not going to prosper. This generation, they're very resilient. That's the thing. Everybody likes an underdog or a chip on their shoulder, and that's this generation. But they just need to have that belief put back into them. If I was to go into a high school student, say someone who's 130 pounds, and I was like, hey, let's have a bench press competition, he's not going to be motivated. Why would you be motivated to do something that for instance, everybody's telling you can't do, and now I believe I can't do it? Why would you? You're not going to do that. But if you can give them something to believe in, that's where motivation comes from. That's why people get motivated. If I know I'm going to college, because my parents tell me and my teachers tell me, but most importantly, I tell myself that, I'm going to study late. I'm going to turn in, all my assignments. I'm going to go above and beyond. Why? Because I know it's going to happen. That's the belief factor.
Wow.
You give someone belief, you change their belief, you change their destiny. It's all it takes.
That is so powerful, because we have to change our vocabulary regarding the next generation. They are kings and priests for God. They aren't a bunch of ignorant kids that are doing wild things. Mm-hmm. It is their innovative ideas that push the envelope forward. Let me tell you something, people out there. The world does not stay the same. The world is moved by ideas. The richest place in the world is an idea from God. And we have an generation that's born with new ideas. So we have to broaden our base, and we have to hear their ideas, and they will build our tomorrow. So what I'm looking at with this show here, this show is about everyday people doing great things in the name of Jesus to help each other. My mission in the world is to bring the golden rule to every country in the world. Why? Because if we treat others how we want to be treated, that changes everything in the world. Because as a businessman, I don't want to be cheated, so I'm not going to cheat anyone else. As a family man, I want a good family, so I'm going to treat others well. So that's the one thing that God told us. He said there's actually 2 tablets. Love him with all your heart, soul, and mind, your neighbor as yourself. And he said, upon this hangs all the law. Every single law in every country is predicated on a golden rule violation. So if we learn, and God knows the whole world's out there, so he gave us one thing, love him, and everybody has that right. We have that right. We love God, but there's another tablet, love people. That's where people miss it. And Bryce, that's why I love what you're doing. And if people want to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you?
I have a website,
Look at that camera and tell them.
dbalifestyle.com. Again, that's www.dbalifestyle.com. If you want to get in contact with me, I love hearing testimonies. If you want me to book me to come out and speak to youth groups, junior highs, high schools, please let's get this message out there, and let's put that belief back into them. Because like you said, you want to go somewhere where you can find the greatest ideas? Go to the cemetery. Because that's where they're buried. Don't take your greatness to the grave. Use it and share it. And that's honestly what the whole DBA lifestyle is all about. That greatness in you, share it with the world.
Everybody out there in the world, as I close, don't be average. God bless you all.